sorry. I've never heard you talk about your ex-wife, and I got really nervous. And I tried to flirt information out of you. So, I haven't been home in a week, and underneath my dress, I'm wearing a pair of your boxer briefs.
Okay, perfect. Hi guys. I'm live. I really do need to learn as how should I have some better template for my channel. Okay, one second, let me check if I'm live or not. Perfect, I am live. Coding personal projects part 1 template for my channel. Okay, one second, let me check if I'm live or not. Okay, good. So today's task will be one second. Good. Today's task will be to train flux lora. I don't want to think that much. I will simply use replicate flux lora black forest labs. And the YouTube video we saw, great. I should sign in with okay, let me just sign in with GitHub. One second. Until then, Sahiba and Kullu Puchka Poha piercing with cookies Mumbai vlog. Okay, I have my passkey sent. Perfect. Verify to review. Yes, this is me. No worries. Why my phone isn't charging? Ah, it is charging now. Cancel. Oh my God. Why do I even need to rotate the face? Yeah, I will rotate. Let me reset my password. I think the password is compromised. Also, we will have some, we will first with the Samsung S25 Ultra. I want to buy Samsung S25. Okay, we are in. Great. Oh man, this authentication code though. Perfect. This is now working. Let us go back, 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 back. What is the average price to train flux lora and replicate? Okay, do not. I don't want to show NSFW, but okay, cool. Save it AI. It takes about 200 rupees. Cool. I will train. So,
What happens when great intelligence meets unstoppable power? A new universe of possibilities is born, boosted.
okay, perfect. So my card has been set
By a
now.
customized processor that's the galaxy's most powerful ever.
Samsung Tab. I don't know why I bought it.
At the sound of your voice, an integrated platform connects your apps to open up your world, bringing you a true AI companion where everything's more personalized, more seamless. Now it's easier than ever to get things done. Just press and talk.
Find a pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and text it to Luca.
Hmm.
The barriers between apps are removed, and everything becomes more intuitive.
List the places mentioned in this video and save it as a note.
Your favorite team's matches become priorities on your calendar.
Find the next 5 Blue Stars FC games and put them in my calendar.
You know, like we are so trained to tap on the screen that now speaking to phone is and will be much slower than whatever they're trying to show us. I mean, if I want to add something to calendar, I will do it with more efficiency and less errors. There is a high chance that AI will interpret our voice in some other manner, which we do not want to, and this may cause some errors to build up. In AI, it's all about hallucinations. Do we how much percent of the hallucination is correct is what we are trying to look, and focusing everything on software, trying to make it look like iOS. Look at this yellow, green, blue. I mean, Google and iOS combined. I just felt like this felt more like a Gemini ad than a new phone announcement. I'm still locking my this thing with thanks Samsung. It's nine. Watching this reminds me of as companies get bigger, they tend to be run by orientation marketing. This, oh
Just
shit.
like that.
I have a Samsung phone. I have a Samsung tab. I have Samsung earphone.
And the search for
But
answers
this,
becomes a whole lot simpler. A circle turns your
my
curiosity into new discoveries. A picture of your textbook turns into an interactive lesson.
Can you help me study this?
why?
Happy to.
Why do
Let's
I
start.
want to ask
What are mutations?
anything?
I don't know. Can you explain it in a simple way?
No problem. Imagine your body's instructions are all stored in this giant cookbook called DNA.
And a quick tap lets you find out what you're listening to. Life just clicks. Because you know exactly what you need, exactly when you need it.
What just happened?
What happens? Search for answers becomes a whole just clicks.
You know what Google, Samsung, iPhone is trying to do? They're trying to get us addicted to AI and the whole phone ecosystem. So when they ultimately charge us for the most basic stuff like AI query or image generation, vision, we'll have to do that. There is nothing that we could do. There is nothing that we could have done because this is what they are planning to do. They are not thinking about the AI. They are thinking about how they can increase their profits in the future. Call transcript, bro. I don't need call transcript. Come on. 90% of the time, 90% of the time, I speak in a different language other than English or Hindi. I'm pretty sure this will not work. Design. Let's say design.
This is the thinnest Ultra ever. Crafted with a floating camera and curved edges for a unified and iconic
What
design.
is this design? Google, iPhone, everything same.
And fortified with ultra-tough glass ceramic in an anti-reflective layer. And the display? ProScaler upscales even low-resolution images and videos, letting you see the world with a stunning new level of clarity. With all the new power in your hands, you can go further on every quest, immersing yourself deeper in every world with smoother gameplay, longer battery life, and a revolutionary cooling system that lets you level up without heating up.
Oh, revolutionary. I really want to know what revolutionary cooling system they have. That's still a
And
marketing
now
gimmick,
you
but
can capture life in all its wonder.
okay. For camera, the first thing that they are gonna say is we have new AI feature. New AI feature. Let's see.
Powered by the customized processor, the next-gen Pro Visual Engine turns every moment into a picture to remember. Object-Aware Engine detects backlighting and corrects skin tones, letting you take epic
Instead of AI, they use the actual name. That is
portraits
nice.
that are true to life. And every lens gives you extraordinary detail from every angle. Every single time. Plus, you get incredible video quality with rich color expression. Even at night, your videos are sharp and clear, with minimal noise across both still and moving objects. And if the background noises are spoiling the moment, you've got a built-in sound studio that lets you tune it all to your liking.
Hey, 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 feels
So yeah, imagine that. A new universe of possibilities with you at the center of it all.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Maybe they can work upon actually creating the device other
You
than
ready?
software. I know software is good, but
This is the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and honestly,
Yeah,
the moment
yeah.
you pick it up, you
we are not even 2 seconds in, and just look at the transition.
This is the
One,
new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and on
3 in under 3 seconds. So basically, they have 1 second per transition at the start of the video just to hook you.
honestly, the
Four,
moment you pick it up, you can tell that this thing is a
5, 1
slicker,
second per. Okay.
neater, better
First 5
designed
seconds they
phone
have hooked you in. Now,
than last year's. But it's only after spending a few hours getting
6. Only after 10 seconds he will actually show what the gist of the video is and not the first 10 seconds. So basically, you will have to watch the first 10 seconds just to know what exactly is going on.
hours getting deeper that I've started to realize this thing is next generation in a way that we've not really ever seen before. Like the entire way that the company is even thinking about the smartphone is changing with the S25s. So these are the 8 key things that you need to know. Starting with the design, which is a pretty substantial upgrade. The S25 Ultra is 15 grams
Design
lighter
is
than
not
the
the key
S24
point.
Ultra. It's enough to notice for sure. It's 0.4 millimeters thinner, which makes this the thinnest Ultra phone that Samsung has ever made. It's got a stronger titanium body thanks to a new, more compacted molecular structure and 29% tougher Gorilla Glass Armor 2 on the front, which is a pretty dicey one to test, but Samsung is saying that when they first introduced Gorilla Glass Armor last year, they noticed immediately that when those new phones were coming in for repair, there was 60% less damage on average on the screens of those phones, thanks to this armor glass. So, you know, a further 29% improvement on that, well, it's not going to hurt. Now, to be really honest, I think the colors are a complete miss. They're all boring. They tried to make them interesting with the names, like the hero color is called Titanium Silver Blue, and this one is Titanium White Silver. Let's call a spade a spade. It's grey. Plus, they've coloured the back panels, but not the sides, which to me just makes these all look like, you know, those badly matched refurbished car doors. Colours aside, though, I was extremely happy to see that after about 5 years of subjecting us to a slow, steady form of hand torture, Samsung has finally rounded off the corners of their phone, which, as obvious as a solution as that was, does make this feel more designed for their core demographic. You know, humans. But then when I properly started using the thing, I realised it's a half improvement, since in the process of chopping off the corners, they've also chopped off the slightly rounded sides of the S24 Ultra. So those are now flat and sharp. To be fair to them, the flatness does give the phone a very clean, futuristic silhouette when you look from the front, but it does come at the cost of it still not being close to as comfy to hold as, you know, these more pebble-like phones like the Google Pixel 8a. Tell you what is very nice to see, the bezels are now even tinier, 15% smaller than the ones on the S24 Ultra, which is a small improvement, but still fantastic, because it means that within this thinner, lighter, less painful body, we are now also getting a slightly larger screen. It's gone from 6.8 inches to 6.9. Nice. and then you interact with the software. So last year with the S24 Ultra, one of the most impressive things about this phone was not actually the hardware, but more just how much Samsung had upgraded their One UI Android skin. It felt like a complete modernization. It was prettier, it was faster, it was more customizable, and somehow...
Okay.
A photo of time. The trigger word shaker and add some salt. In order to flux is in time. The trigger word is the particular word that you use in order to recall this data set you're training something to the recall who feels this and generally this particular set as a lora. Understand, I might say I want to time. Here, after I'm done with that, I will up and I'll just make it more. And it is these pictures were taken from
Okay. So, okay, I want to create my own pictures. Let me go on Google Photos. That's a good stuff, to be honest. Okay, perfect. So now, okay, I'll be sending my own photos to the app. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Damn, bro.
My iPhone. Just make sure they are high resolution and high quality. So I have all my pictures in this folder called Boson, which is a nickname that I use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compress this into a zip folder. Now, once you're done with this, you're done with iPhone. Just so that the model is able to. I have so many pictures of myself. Look at the first one. 20 launched by this and get started AI models. Now just follow input images. So I will click over here. After I'm done with both and all right, now just follow along carefully. I will first click the drop down menu on destination and click on create model. And
Hmm. तू यार Okay. Now I want. Okay. So I have all the files. So now I will compress them to a zip. Perfect. I also have the zip file input images. Can I perfect? My trigger word will be superstars. Auto caption is on. Auto caption is on. Steps 1000 HF required. So what should I do for the HF
I'll give my
required?
want anyone to use it. After I'm done with that, I will upload my input images. So I will click over here and I will upload the zip folder that I just created with my data set. Now that's done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to input a trigger word. To recall this data set you're training into the most is boson. Now every time I want to prompt something, now understand telling the model onto this fit, and let's say calls the training steps. What I'm going to do over here is change the steps to 2000, which I feel is a pretty ideal spot in order to train these models. You don't need to change the learning rate, you don't need to change the LoRa rank, and now
Okay, 2000 seems pretty high. I really hope.
comes the final two fields you need to enter in order to start training. The HF repo ID and the HF token secret. HF stands for Hugging Face. Hugging Face is a website that is basically like the GitHub for AI. You get free models, you get free data sets, you get free workflows. It's a thriving community. So what you need to enter over here is your Hugging Face repo ID and your Hugging Face token. Here's how you do that. You first go to huggingface.co. If you don't have an account, create one. There are two steps you need to follow in Hugging Face. You look at the top right corner, you click on your profile and click on new model. All right, and just name your model. I'm going to name my model Boson, and I'm going to make this model private. And you should see something like this. Now I'll just go ahead and click the copy button over here. I'll go back to the training window and I will just paste my repo ID over here. Now to get the token,
Man, I have to reset the password for each and every one of them. Sample image. Perfect.
token or the secret, you click on the profile button at the top right corner, you click on settings and you go to it's a thriving community. So what you need to enter over here is your Hugging Face repo ID and your Hugging Face token. Here's how you do that. You first go to huggingface.co. If you don't have an account, create one. There are two steps you need to follow in Hugging Face. You look at the top right corner, you click on your profile and click on new model. All right, and just name your model. I'm going to name my model Boson. And I'm going to make this model private. And you should see something like this. Now I'll just go ahead and click the copy button over here. I'll go back to the training window and I will just paste my repo ID over here. Now to get the token or the secret, you click on the profile button at the top right corner. You click on settings. And you go to access tokens. Now here you need to create a new token. You can name it whatever you like. I'll call it 100x new. And grant it permission to everything basically. And then you click on create token. Now this token is visible to you only once. So you need to copy it because after this you will never be able to see this token ever again. So if you did this step wrong, it's better to create a new token. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to click on done. And I will just paste the secret token over here. And that's about it. I just need to click on create training and it will actually start training my LoRa. Now, if this is the first time you're actually using replicate, it is going to prompt you to add your LoRa. Now, if this is the first time you're actually using replicate, it is going to prompt you to add your billing details. Now, the cost to train your own LoRa or generate images on replicate is very affordable. It costs $3 to $4 in order to train your own.
Okay, so now I do have the
LoRa, and
so now I have started the training. Let us see what happens. Oh, okay, 34 GB, nice, nice. Flux1.dev. I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not. I am very stressed about it, to be honest. Let us see what's going. So it will take about 20 minutes as the user said. So let's watch some YouTube until then. Let's I hate this guy. Channel.
Are not.
Okay. So we have the training. The training has started. Let me tell my boy here. I have started the training. No way. Okay. So now it will take about 40 minutes or so. No worries. Until then, let me open my docs again. Google Docs. Okay. So in progress. Perfect. I have started training. Okay, cool. Now I need some templates. I need some templates. Website wix.com. Mm, React.js website templates. Free. I think I cannot do anything until the training has completed because uh, Firebase website photos.
Being careful that it's spelled exactly the same so that the computer.
Okay, 230 steps have been completed. That's a good. What is it? Recently I'm generating flux hosted version. It's been quite expensive. But it doesn't sound like what it is. Okay, I'll create the project first. I don't want to look into it much. IDX, I forgot about the IDX. It is very useful. I love IDX. Perfect. So how do I run the website? Read me. Yeah, thank you. Okay. What's going on? Okay then, bye.